And it got to the point where he could not make a living. Life wasn't easy for Akimbo. And finally he said, I must go out into the world and leave my village and see what I can do. So he just began walking, hoping that his life would get better. And just when he was getting hungry and tired, he saw an old man gathering firewood. And Akimbo went over in a kind heart, and as the old man is gathering his bundle for firewood, he helped him gather it, helped him bundle it, and helped him bring it back to his house. It was kind of a rundown, kind of shanty kind of house. And he said that. The old man looked at him and said, where are you going? And Akimbo said, I am the poorest man in my village. And finally, I just said, I'm going to go out to the road and see what I can do. The old man said, look behind that bush, and you're going to find a cow. I want you to take that cow, go back to your village, and say this to the cow. Coo-coo-coo, and see what happens. So Akimbo said, say, coo-coo-coo, coo-coo-coo. Okay? Okay. So he took the cow, sure enough, it was behind the bush. He went back to his village, and he said, well, there must be something good coming from this, I guess. And he said, coo-coo-coo, and guess what happened? Out of the cow's mouth, a gold coin fell. Wow! Akimbo said, soon I'll be rich. Coo-coo-coo, coo-coo-coo. Gold falls out. I will never go hungry again, Akimbo said. And months passed and he's doing well. So well that he decided, now I can go visit my family in other villages and take trips. But what am I going to do for my cow? I'll go to my good neighbor, Boomba. So he took his cow over to Boomba, and he said, Boomba! Boomba responded, yes, hey, what's up? And he said, I'm going away, I want you to take care of my cow for me. And please, just make sure it's safe, wolves and things like that. And by the way, whatever you do, don't say coo-coo-coo. Don't say what? Don't say coo-coo-coo. It's dangerous. Animal, don't do it. And he said, oh, okay. The minute Akimbo was out of sight.
That's right.
Boomba went behind the gate. Coo-coo-coo. Guess what happened? Bling, a gold coin. And Boomba goes, what? This is a great cow to have. And better yet, to keep. And so he grabbed a cow from his herd that looked very similar and swapped it out. And so when Akimbo came back, he said, thank you, Boomba. And he went back home. And he brought his cow home. And he said, oh, now, I got a lot to do this month. So, coo-coo-coo.
Yeah, right.
Coo-coo-coo. That old man gave me a broken magic cow. I'm going to go back to him and really complain. This is a mess. Soon I'll be as poor as I was before. So he goes back to the village, up to the old man outside the village, and he goes, the cow you gave me, stop giving gold. The old man looked at him and said, I want you to go behind this other bush and you'll find a sheep. Take it home, and I want you to say boo-doo-doo to the sheep. And say, he said, say what? Say boo-doo-doo. Okay, I'll try. Hope it works this time. Pass a month. And so he takes the sheep, and it's ordinary looking sheep, but he says, hey, the cow gave me gold. Who knows what the sheep will give me? He says, boo-doo-doo. And guess what happened? Out comes a silver coin. And he goes, wow, it's silver. Hey, just this good. I will never go hungry again. And then came a time for holiday trip. And he thought to himself, well, this is the kind of sheep you don't want to be around, all the others. So I got to see my good neighbor, maybe. Ooh, what was his name? Boomba. I'm going to go see my good neighbor, Boomba, again. And he'll watch over it for me. So he takes the sheep over. He says, Boomba, wow. Look at you expanding here. All right, Boomba. Could you watch my stick for me? I'm going back to the trip. And Pumbaa says, yes, of course, I will. No problem. And he says, well, just do this. Just don't say. It's not good for its digestion. It's not a good thing. Bad things. All right, you got it? Pumbaa said, absolutely. The minute that Kimba was out of sight, he went up to it and he said, the cow gave me gold. Who knows? A boodoo-doo, out comes silver. He said, what? Good sheep to have, and better yet to keep. And so he swapped out another sheep for his own. Of course, when Kimba came back, he brought back his sheep home, and he said, the boodoo-doo. That's all he got back. And now Kimba was like, what? This is, I'm going back to that old man. And I'm going to be as poor as it was before, defective materials. And he goes back to the old man and he says, the cow stopped giving gold, the sheep stopped giving silver. What more can you do to me? Stop killing me here. So to help me. The old man was taken aback. He looked at him and he said, behind that bush, you're going to find a chicken. Take the chicken home and say, clack, clack, clack to the chicken. And be gone. He says, okay. So he took the chicken back. He says, well, the cow gave me gold. The sheep gave me silver. Who knows what the chicken is going to give? He said, clack, clack, clack. And guess what came out?
Wrong.
An egg. Egg. What? Every time he says clack, 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 a nice, whole, fresh egg on demand. And at first, Kimba said, well, then again, eggs are eggs. And I'll never go hungry again. I'm good. You know, I need to go to market. I don't want to leave this chicken here.
Oh my God.
I think I should see my good neighbor.
Boomba.
Boomba, he's been right. So he goes to Boomba and says, hey, Boomba! Boomba! Whoa! You have a lot more now. No, there's a lot more birds. Beautiful. That a flat screen? Wow. Okay. Could you watch my chicken for me? I'm just going to market. And of course, he lets him watch it. And he tells him, whatever you do, don't say it. The minute that Kimba was out of sight, he says, the cow gave me gold, the sheep gave me silver. Clack, clack, clack. Out comes an egg. But eggs are eggs. This is a good chicken to have. Better yet to keep. And so, Kimba comes back, grabs his chicken, and of course he's a little hungry from his trip, and now he's a broken man. He's crying, he's mad, he's furious, he's defeated. Soon I'll be as poor as I was before. And he goes back to the old man, and the old man looks at him as he complains, and he's crying, and he's yelling at him, and he says, okay, okay. Behind that tree, you're going to find a stick. I want you to take that stick home and say, stick, dance for me. And when you want it to stop dancing, say, mulu. Rehearse with me. Mulu. Mulu. Okay. Stick dance for me. Will this last more than a month? So he goes. Sure enough, there's a stick. He takes the stick home. He says, who knows what the stick will do? And he says, stick, dance for me. But the stick did not dance. The stick rose up by itself, and it began to beat Boomba. And it began to beat him, and beat him, and it was swinging and swinging. And he was screaming around his house, and it beat him on the back of the leg, and beat him in the head, and he's crying, he's crying. He almost forgot that word. What was the word? What was it? Mulu. Oh, what is it? Mulu. And then, stick dropped. Kimba looked at that stick, and he thought, and he sat for a long time. I must take a visit to my good neighbor. Kimba grabbed the stick, and he Bubba comes out, he said, yes! Yes, son! Oh, hey, what's up, man? And he says, I want you to do me a favor. Could you hold my stick while I go to the market? And he says, just a little thing, something my grandmother told me. Don't say stick dance to me, brings bad vibes. Don't do it. And he says, sure, the minute Akimbo was out of sight. He said,
Can you dance for me?
cow gave me gold, sheep gave me silver, got good eggs. Stick danced for me, but the stick did not dance. It rose up, and it began to beat Boomba harder than ever. And he's running to his house, and the stick is beating him in the head, beating him in the back of the legs, beating him on his back, and he's just crying, and he's wailing, and it just won't stop. 6 hours later, Boomba slowly arrives, and hears the noise and the clamor. And he says, hello, Boomba. He says, help me, Akimbo, please. And he says, well, will you give me back my true cow, my true sheep, and my true chicken? Yes, anything. And he says, Mulu. And he grabs his stick, finds his cow, finds his sheep, grabs his chicken, heads home, says, cool, and fills his plate with gold, cla, with eggs, and bururu with silver, and Akimbo never had to go hungry again.